All right, what's going on, everyone? It's Yami. Here's just a stock update for the day. Let's just get right into it. So we definitely have to talk about Peloton here. So Peloton announced earnings after market close here, and then the stock proceeded to drop 30%. 30% drop. I mean, that is crazy. Here's what happened for the session for the earnings here. It looks like they reported losses over 17% estimate here, and then they actually did an increased sales year over year of $757 million, but it is not what investors were looking for, and so you'll see that as a drop. If you ask me if are you like surprised that this happened, I mean absolutely not. This kind of reminds me of what happened with like Bowflex, like Nautilus. I bet if we look at that, we'll see the same exact pattern. Okay, so Nautilus, let's look at the day chart. Yeah, look, it's basically the same thing. So what happened is during pandemic, everyone's locked in their house, skyrocketed, and ever since then, everyone's going back to the gym, everyone's doing their own fitness now and getting out of the house, that it's just dropping drastically. And I truly think this thing can drop even more, but if you are more of a short-term investor, Peloton might be something to look at. It's up to you. Right now, the lines don't show it, but it is down here at $60 per share. It hasn't been this since July of last year. Oh my god, yeah, a year and a half since we've seen this. So I mean, if you want to ride that wave, maybe it will recover, maybe not. I'm really unsure at this point, but just back to previous, I mean, that's over 30%, 35%, maybe even 40. If you ride it up all the way to new highs, that's 171%. Will it ever make new highs? I don't know, maybe, but that's kind of up to you. But that's Peloton, crazy stock for the day. Other than that, I wanted to go over Matterport. Crazy day for that as well. You'll see here that I actually called this stock out in my previous video. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Check out that card that just popped up right now. But I called this out right around here. So I was hitting this SMA line. This is the SMA 200. And then 3 days later, it popped up out of nowhere. It popped up 30% all in one day. I mean, it was incredible. It was when Facebook and Matterport partnered up for that the AI thing that's going on with the virtual spaces. But ever since then, it topped out, and now it is coming back down to earth and hitting that SMA again. It's pretty speculative right now, I would say, but if you were to try to get into Matterport because you see a future, which I definitely do, this would be a pretty golden time to invest. Yeah, it can break below and bleed out, and so be aware of that, but I'd allocate a little bit now and then ride that wave back up, because in the future, when you got Facebook backing you, I think this is going to be a great stock. But something to take a look at. Obviously, do your own due diligence. You don't have to do anything I say. Awesome. So the other one I want to go over is Pinterest. This one's pretty interesting because I called it out in my last video as well. Here's the card for that one right there. And then Pinterest, I called it out when it was pretty low. I mean, I just told you to watch it. I didn't even say invest in it, but I called it out right around here, and it even got lower than that. So I'm glad if you didn't, but it went over earnings for that, and it popped up pretty amazingly. It went up, I think it was 5% after hours. Yeah, 4 to 5% after hours. Just shot up, and it's coming a little bit back down to earth, but something to keep an eye out. Maybe this is a catalyst for more of a bullish movement of recovery, all the way back up to, like, not even previous highs, just back to where it was previously trading. What that would look like percentage-wise is right around 27%. I mean, 27% return, not a bad day, I would say. So Pinterest, keep an eye out for that. Hopefully it's a good catalyst. Maybe not, but hopefully. That's Pinterest. The last one I want to go over, which is pretty interesting, is GoPro. GoPro reported earnings, and it shot through the roof. Went up 10% after market, which is nuts. I think it definitely has all to do with that new camera coming out, the Hero 6, if I'm not mistaken. But that thing looks so sleek, and I've seen the footage. It looks incredible. I think that's definitely boosting sales and kind of reviving GoPro. Because if you see here in the day chart, I mean, this thing has been suffering. It went up previous highs to 1379, but then has just been bleeding out ever since. But imagine if you got here, pandemic happened, right? Like the COVID crash happened, and then you got in at $2. I mean, that's just crazy. If you got in there and then rode that up to highs, you would have 5x'd your account. I mean, it's nuts. But GoPro, something to take a look at here. Maybe it is a good catalyst to the upward momentum, because again, it's kind of been rejected by this SMA 50 line right here. But hopefully it reaches over and makes new highs in maybe the holiday season, that kind of thing. Something to take a look at. But yeah, that is it for the stocks for today. It was a crazy day. I think tomorrow is going to be a lot more fun as well. So yeah, keep trading out there, and remember, above all else, everyone, stay frugal.